Hello and happy Thursday! Yay, it's almost the end of the week. I don't know why I'm so happy. Today is officially the last day of school, even though we've been out of school forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Right? Okay, so you guys are looking at a velvet blanket. This is the Bernat Velvet in let me get my finger where you can see it. This is Pagoda, and this is Majestic Purple. I almost said Mystic, but I knew Mystic wasn't right because there was a J in there. Okay, so this is just going to be an update on this particular blanket. I will try to remember to link a video either up in the card, up at the top right hand corner, or link it below, or maybe both. I don't know. Probably below for sure. Maybe up top too. I don't know. So anyway, I had mentioned this. I know that I've heard from several people. They've made something, their velvet tends to misbehave, and they don't like it. Well, I didn't like it either. I made a corner to corner, and I showed you in that last video, not the previous video to this one, the last velvet video. I showed you what my corner to corner looked like, and I showed you all the loopy pieces. Now, I don't know that it loops out on both sides. I think it primarily loops out on one side. But I'm not positive. Because I don't ever... Now, this is I would say that this is the top side of the blanket. And the other is the underside of the blanket. Oh, it does loop out on both sides. But I do think it loops out worse on... Possibly. Okay. So this is the underside of the blanket. There's a loop. There's a loop. There's a loop. Now some loops are not, those loops are not really all that bad. Here's a loop, and this is quite a long loop right here. Here's a loop. That's kind of a long loop. Here's a loop. There's 1, 2, 3. Here's a very long loop. Now, if I stick my hand under here, you can't really see the hand. Let me get out of the way. Okay, you can't really see the hand. So it's not... And then there's a whole bunch of loops up here. But that's where my blanket's folded over there. There's a loop right here. Whoops, right there. There's a loop right here. And this is how it lays on my bed. So I would say, because I don't see, now this other side, I don't see as many loops. So let's see what the underside of this side looks like. There's a small loop. Excuse my mess. There's a small loop right there. Let's see what the underside looks like. This is not a loop, it's just a tail. And there's still some small loops right here and here. There's still some small loops, but it doesn't appear to loop out, and there's kind of a biggish loop. So it doesn't tend to loop out on the opposite side. So I'm really not sure if that I can give advice. I mean, I would say, and this is half double crochet. Now my corner to corner, as you know, is a double crochet stitch, and that looped out very badly. I mean really bad. Way worse than this. Go back and watch that video and see how many loops that were in that. And I don't even think that I pointed out all the loops. And I pretty much pointed out all the loops in this blanket. So, go back to that video and check it out. I am going to eventually, at some point in time, try to pair it with another yarn. Pair it with an acrylic or a something, more than likely an acrylic, just to see, and do it, just do, I don't know, pair it for a corner to corner, plus pair it for a half double crochet, and see if it loops, if there's any loops with that when I pair it. So that's pretty much all I wanted to show you. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I don't get on here nearly as much as I probably should if I want my channel to grow. I only do a couple of videos a month at the most, and mostly it's around my subscription boxes. And anytime I get yarn, which I will be. I was supposed to get it on Saturday. They changed it to next week, like Wednesday or something. No, Tuesday, the 26th. So I'm supposed to get yarn on the 26th. And I did mention in Fiber Floozy's live the other day that I do plan on breaking up the yarn. So I'm getting It's a Wrap Rainbow, and I'm going to not separate the strands, but I'm going to break up the colors as much as I can so that I can get, and from what I understand is it starts out like as one color, and then the other color kind of runs through it a little bit till it changes to that color. So I'm also going to be cutting that running line out as well. Probably wasting a lot of yarn, I don't know. But it is for something very specific. And I will tell you, once it's done and I show it, I will tell you more about my vision for it. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know. I know that Knitwick, oh my gosh, Derek the Knitwit Strong is doing a velvet blanket. And I've seen not Instagram, Facebook posts. Somebody has been doing velvet pants and shorts, and I absolutely love the idea. But not if it's going to loop out. So, I already have loops that I don't need to be getting caught, that I really don't need to be getting caught. And I would really hate to work on a project that has loops and I wear them, you know, if I made like shorts or something and it get caught and just pull the loop and pull the loop and pull the loop. That would, no. So, I will have to, yeah. I do not have any idea when I would do that. I don't even know what you would call it. That review test or whatever on the velvet and pairing it with another yarn to see if that helps prevent the looping. Because I really don't know if there's anything that is going to prevent the looping other than single crochet and possibly a smaller hook. Somebody suggested a smaller hook. But I know on the last velvet shorts post, and I do love the velvet yarn, don't get me wrong. I love the velvet yarn. I love the feel of it. I absolutely do love the velvet yarn. I don't love that it loops out. half double crochet seems better, maybe a smaller, and I did do this, I'm pretty sure I did this at a J hook also. So with the J hook and half double crochet, it doesn't loop out as bad as it does with a J hook and a double crochet. And I don't know what a J hook and a single crochet looks like. Maybe I'll have to do, a swatch of that and see what it looks like. I know that there's other people that have used the velvet yarn, whether it's the Bernat Velvet or if it's the, and I have not ever used the Lion Brand Velvet. So if anybody's used the Lion Brand Velvet, comment below and let me know if you've used it, what stitch you used, what hook you used, and what you made with it. I know On the Hook Crochet made a sweater with the Lion Brand Velvet, but I don't know how it fares compared to the Bernat Velvet. And I'm curious to see if it's a different, if it fares better than the Bernat Velvet. So yeah, if you've used the Lion Brand Velvet, leave a comment below. Sorry about that. So I think I will sign off, and I hope you guys have a good weekend and happy yarning. Bye!